Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video. This is my third to last page for our Savannah trip, and I have three 12 by 12s left from the Simple Stories collection. So my plan is to do one 12 by 12 per page and try to get as many scraps used up as possible. And then anything left over from the Simple Stories collection will roll into my companion paper pad for die cuts with a view for some other project. But we're coming towards the end of our Savannah family trip from last year, and this page is documenting just a couple of the things that we did when we were in the condo and not out exploring. There was a closet full of games and puzzles and stuff, so as soon as Bennett saw the chessboard, he pretty much wanted to play chess the entire time we were in the condo, and I did not get a break until he went to bed. Bennett was, I think he had just turned 5 when we were on this trip, and he was learning how to play chess from Grandpa Mike, who's my mom's husband, and has a really fancy chessboard in his office. And Bennett was always kind of enamored with it, so Mike had taught Bennett how to play chess. And ever since then, he just wants to play me constantly. And I actually had to download a chess app game to practice because this 5-year-old was getting me into check. We played several times when we were in the condo, and then one of the nights we did a girls' night where we just kind of had some wine and a charcuterie board and did face masks. So I just wanted to document a couple of those things that were really memorable from when we were just in the condo relaxing. So I chose to go with this blue gridded background. None of the papers I really had I wanted to use for a big layer on this one, so I went to that Die Cuts with a View paper pad and pulled in this kind of dusky red, I guess you would call it. It does have that darker red tone on it, which I really liked because that kind of helped me pull in some of the red scraps from another paper I had already cut into. So that's kind of the base for this. I have two 4x6s, one landscape, one horizontal. I cut a chunk of that light reddish paper, I guess you would call it, to be the main chunk. And now I'm just trying to piece together the 12 by 12 and use my scraps to add little details. So there was this scallop border sticker on the sticker sheet that I really liked. It pulled in a lot of the colors I was wanting to use on this page. So I ran that along the bottom of that scrap, and then that reddish paper that I had pulled in from another page, I really wanted to use as little pops of that darker red to tie back into that paper. So that's the goal on this one. I do have several hotel themed things I want to get used up on this page because it's the only page documenting where we were staying, where I felt like I could really use these hotel stickers and die cuts and sentiments. So that was my main goal for this one, was to get several of them used up. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get all of them because there's like 4 different hotel key ephemera pieces. But I wanted to get at least one of those, and then the hotel sticker for sure, and a couple of the other things. I am pulling in my notebook edge punch again just for a little bit of texture. I love the way that punch looks on anything always. And I really liked running it through this project for the past month or so. So this is the base of my paper. I did gut a section of that blue gridded background just so I have that scrap going forward, because even though I only have two 12 by 12s left from the Simple Stories collection, which was my base for my kit for How to Kill a Kit with Style this quarter, I still have this month and next month to go with the rest of my kit that's Die Cuts with a View based. So I'm still gutting even though I don't have to. I have plenty of paper, but I just love the Simple Stories collection. I want to get the most out of it. So that's why I still am gutting. I found this tag that it says First Class Fun, and it has the hotel keys on it with the little bell and passport. I thought that was cute. So I'm really going to try to get that tag on here. There's tons of tags that came in this collection, so I've really been trying to sneak them onto the pages as I go, so I don't have a ton left over. I think I'm doing pretty okay with that. And then I definitely needed that hotel sticker to get on this page. And I already backed that hotel sticker with like a folded up piece of paper just to give it a little bit of dimension. So I have the red border strip going across the top. I really wanted to pull that down into these other layers, so I just cut another strip to go over that horizontal 4x6. I did matte both of these 4x6s in that scrap of the blue grid that I had gutted, which is nice. It's pulling some of that blue into the layers with the photo. And then I just wanted another pop of that red. I really just wanted that red in 3 places to kind of give you that visual 3 design look. So I just tore another strip to go underneath the photo to kind of to tie in with the notebook edge border pieces. And now I move around these pieces a lot. I really want this tag to get on here, and I kept wanting to tuck it in between those 2 photos, but visually having that tag just smack dab in the middle of the page is throwing me a little bit. I like the heavier elements to kind of be off towards the side. I don't really like the focal point of the page to be directly in the center. So I end up shifting this stuff around because it's just bothering me how center the design is. I really want your eye to move around the page, and I feel like that can't happen when there's so many elements right in the middle. So I have this tag here for a while trying to design around it, but I end up shifting it up above the vertical photo, and I like that a ton better. It just took me a moment to realize I could cut this tag down some. I think that's why I waited so long, because it was a little bit too tall for that space, but I tucked it behind those layers, and I already like how this looks a lot better. And now I'm still playing around with this hotel sticker. I keep trying to stack it up with the tag, but once I move it down to the right side of that face mask picture next to my mom, I just like that balance a lot better. I think that hotel sticker and this tag kind of play off of each other to create that visual balance across the page. So the tag stays in the upper left-hand corner. I keep moving this hotel sticker around, but it goes in the bottom right here. And this is where I decide to build my 2 clusters to really frame this page. And I like that a lot better. I really think that helped balance the page visually. Part of me just really wanted to fill in that space above that horizontal photo where it's kind of blank, but I realized that's a perfect spot for my title. So instead I'll have these 2 clusters kind of framing everything else, and my title will go in that gap instead of a cluster, which I like a lot better. I feel like makes a lot more sense. There's a little chipboard door hanging that says please do not disturb. In parentheses it says I'm on vacation, so that was another hotel themed thing I really wanted to get used up. I thought about pulling in some of these florals just because they're that multicolored. They're just the colors of the page in general, and there's florals I haven't really used this month, and I just was feeling like maybe I should try to get them used up on this page. But they were just looking busy, and I would really prefer the focal points to be the themed stuff that I was really trying to focus on for this page. So I take the florals off, and instead I pull in a stack of these suitcases, which I felt like was appropriate. A couple word stickers that went with the colors. So there's a couple that go up there by the top cluster that says travel, relaxin', and hello world, which I thought was sweet. And then a couple stickers down by the hotel that says destination and wanderlust. And I really like how that helps spread some of those colors around as well. There are 4 multicolored photo corners left. I was kind of holding on to them, not sure how I wanted to use them, but I ended up reverting back to how I used them the first time when I scrap lifted, I think it was Sharon, that very first layout using this kit, and she used them as arrows instead of photo corners, and I just loved that. So I decided to use the rest of these with the same treatment just to fill out some space and give some direction to the page. So I like those stacked up underneath the hotel. Again, they're all the colors I'm already using on this page, so I really feel like that helps pull that color around. And I'm finishing off with some heart stickers and my title. So I decided to call this, I really wanted to say Condo Fun or something like that. I knew I had the words for condo, so I was trying to think of condo something, but per usual, I don't have the letters I need to really make another word that made any sense or was relevant. So I ended up stopping the video and calling my mom to ask what our condo number was. And it was condo number 207. It was a Sandpiper condo 207. So I decided just to put the number there instead because it had plenty of numbers on the alpha sheet. And I'm just finishing it off with my acrylic paint, white and water splatter. And that's pretty much it. This was a pretty simple page, but I'm really glad I got the things I was wanting to focus on used up. And the close-ups will be here in a minute. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, I'm not done yet. I'm adding twine. I'm actually using the yellow and white twine. I've been using the green and white twine all throughout this month, but there's actually no green on this page, really. So I'm using the yellow and white instead. And is there one more thing I'm adding? I'm just re-sticking down that one chipboard piece that wasn't wanting to stick. Anywho, now I'm actually done. Here are the close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.